Prepare to be terrified as we reveal a shocking discovery made by a man at the Grand Canyon. This revelation has left scientists and experts deeply concerned about the fate of the Grand Canyon and its surroundings. Get ready for a chilling truth that will send shivers down your spine. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for updates as we uncover this earth-shattering revelation. Let's begin. The vast Grand Canyon, located in northern Arizona, earned its status as a national monument on January 11, 1908, thanks to President Theodore Roosevelt. However, it's worth noting that Native Americans had inhabited the area since the 13th century, while European explorers only stumbled upon it in 1540 when the Spanish explorer Francisco Vasquez to Coronado's expedition made the monumental discovery. Due to its remote and challenging location, it took several more centuries for North American explorers to venture into the canyon's depths. In 1869, geologist John Wesley Powell led a treacherous expedition with a team of 10 men, braving the rapids of the Colorado River and navigating the 277-mile gorge using 4 rowboat boats. This perilous journey marked a significant milestone in the exploration of the Grand Canyon. Theodore Roosevelt, who served as the 26th and 27th presidents of the United States, hailed from New York but held a deep appreciation for the American West following President William McKinley's tragic assassination in 1901. Theodore Roosevelt assumed the presidency and promptly prioritized environmental protection. He established the National Wildlife Refuge, aimed at safeguarding the nation's animals, fish and birds. Roosevelt emphasized the federal government's role in regulating public lands, often resorting to declaring regions as national parks to prohibit private development. To streamline the process, he frequently designated significant Western assets as national monuments, reducing bureaucratic hurdles. In January 1908, Roosevelt utilized this approach by designating over 800,000 acres of the Grand Canyon surrounding area as a national monument. Subsequently, in 1919, President Woodrow Wilson signed the Grand Canyon National Park Act into law, rendering private development within the canyon illegal. Today, over 5 million visitors annually make their way to the Grand Canyon, bearing witness to its awe-inspiring beauty. Could the Grand Canyon piece from 1909 have been made up? Skeptical authors, professors, and the Smithsonian of today argue this is nothing but sensational yellow journalism. It's a scam that exploits people's superstition and credulity by appealing to their innermost spiritual desires. The essay sounds improbable at best, and like a dishonest attempt to make money. by propagating tall tales. At worst, there was no follow-up article, and the piece's mysterious author performed a disservice to both believers and skeptics. Over a century later, the Smithsonian still won't confirm Kincaid or Professor Jordan's existence, or even acknowledge the narrative on his second journey. Kincaid was accompanied by S.A. Jordan, a Smithsonian archaeologist. However, only the Arizona Gazette appears to have run the item, and neither Kincaid nor Jordan appears in any official records. A group of alternative researchers claims the whole thing is a fake. Online Grand Canyon National Park has a banned zone where hiking, camping, and exploration are prohibited. The weird place names in this area are regarded as evidence that the federal government is discreetly monitoring it. The more radical alternative organizations see this as the start of a wider conspiracy, including underground reptile rulers who control the government. A century-old paper cannot pierce the skeptical view's high barriers of authority and credibility, and independent researchers right to doubt a newspaper and an unknown author, but it would be equally unwise to follow the official version presented by a government organization that clearly has the conflict of interest in shaping human history. The official Grand Canyon Road closure map national park is tedious to read, yet contains relevant language like the following. The following locations and routes in Grand Canyon National Park are closed or restricted to specified activities and times. Keep in mind that these so-called mines may never have been mines, but they are interesting as ancient Hopi-made tunnels. No one is allowed to enter any cave or mine in the park without a permit, which will never be issued. And for progenic traits continue monotonously, e.g. mine works with a twilight zone and perpetual darkness, and will be administered as caves under the Federal Cave Resources Protection Statute of 1988. It is thought that up to 50,000 people may have lived comfortably in the caves. Some Arizona Indian tribes may have come from people who lived in caves, served, or were slaves. There was a very advanced culture in this area many thousands of years before the Christian era. This idea fits well with Native American folklore about the Anasazi's ancient enemies, and there is proof that the Anasazi lived in the area long before the current tribes, and that dark things were happening at these places. There were bones and skins from people, but no animal bones were close. Finding human remains is not shocking in and of itself, but the way they were found is very scary. The Money Cave in the Bigger Canyon in Chile is not very far from the Big Cave in Canyon del Muerto, with a help of a slab wall of bodies of 14 babies were found in the canyon of the dead and stacked. The bodies of 4 other children were found in the big basket under the infants' legacies and lives from the 1880s until 1910. Professor David Starr Jordan had a close relationship with the Smithsonian Institution, and according to early census records, he went on religious trips on the Colorado River and in the Grand Canyon during this time. Starr was not his middle name when he was born, and he did not choose it as his middle name until he was much older. In 1899, Jordan wrote a study of the degradation of races throughout the survival of the unfit. This book showed how worried he was about the breakdown of races and called for a lot of work to keep races together. This article comes from Jordan's primitive pseudoscience and fear of people from other places. Later, Jordan was in charge of a scheme to sterilize everyone in the state. This was a clear violation of human rights and a crime against humanity. In 2003, the names of a lot of buildings in California were changed in a way that was not very honorable, and the California legislature voiced regret over the state's role in the eugenics movement. Given what has happened, it's not surprising that the Smithsonian hired him to change the past, or is now trying to get away from him. That's it for today. What do you think about this incredible discovery? Let us know in the comment section. Please like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. English, auto-generated.